Make sure it's on live. All right. Well, hello, everyone.
Hello.
As you can see if you're watching our videos, if not, today we have our special guest for the month. Esha, do you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, yeah, I'm Esha. Me and Parker met in Kalamazoo when we worked at Pfizer, or well, we still do. Anyways, and so yeah, that's why I'm here.
Yes, we, believe it or not, all three of us went to Michigan State, but
That too.
I didn't know Esha before our job together. And as she kind of alluded already, you still work for Pfizer, just
Yes.
not here.
Yes, I no longer work at Pfizer in Michigan. Now I work at Pfizer in Connecticut.
Wow.
So yeah, so it's
Yeah.
it's definitely different. It's definitely different. They give us more time off. That's crazy. So
Well, that's nice.
wow,
We
I
love
know.
time off.
Yeah, yeah. I
How
have
much time do
all
you
of
get
Christmas.
off?
I go from Christmas to New Year's. Like that week is off,
That's just automatic.
just automatic, just for existing.
Oh,
Isn't that
that's so
insane?
nice.
That's the best.
I was shooketh. I thought I was having a stroke. It was fantastic when I found out.
Well, I guess you don't work, like, trying to be vague because I don't know how much we want to divulge, but because your site is not the same type per se of site that I work at, right? It is a different one, so it kind of
Yeah.
it does make sense.
Yeah,
that-
we have normal people hours. We don't work 24/7. So that means I work 9 to 5 or whenever I want to work. I can work from home.
Amazing.
It's fantastic. Okay, I used to work night shift. That's why this is a big
Yep.
deal. Because
Third
Oh
shift.
no, I get it. I get it. My fiance's worked third shift. He's worked second
Yeah.
shift. He's wanted 223. He's been day shift. He's been all over the dang place.
yeah,
So I get you.
Yeah, so like I'm just like, wow, I hit days off and I get to work during the day and I can sleep at night.
That's the dream.
Luxuries, literally.
That's-
Who'd have thunk it? But
that's
yeah,
amazing.
So, yeah. No,
How
it's
you
very
how you
cool.
liking it though? Because I haven't honestly, like, we really haven't talked since you
Yeah.
moved.
Yeah, no, I really like it. I live by the water. Like I'm a mile away from the water, and that's
So jealous.
just I'm shook. Like I can legit walk to the water, which is fabulous. I live like right next to like a cute little town, that's just like straight out of Hallmark. Have you guys
Oh
watched?
yes,
Yeah,
yes, of course.
have you watched
And-
Gilmore Girls?
Yes.
No.
No, okay, but Gilmore Girls, Stars Hollow vibes, like up the wazoo. Like
Yes.
it's literally because I live in Connecticut, bro.
Of
Like
course.
it's literally so
So just
New
imagine
England.
you're in Stars Hollow. Like just picture it for yourself. I would do that.
Literally, it's absolutely divine.
That's
So
amazing.
Are you
yeah.
on the coast or is it like a estuary of sorts?
Yo, I don't know. I'm to be honest.
Estuary.
I don't even know what that word is.
Why
You'll
can't you
have
just
to-
say, "Are you an inland lake or is it
Is
a
that an
river?"
inland lake?
Is it the actual like coast? So you're on the ocean, or are you like on a river, like where
think I'm on
the
a
marine
river.
is? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I'm on a river. Yeah, I don't feel like I'm like off the Atlantic or some shit.
Well,
An estuary. Why are you gotta pull out that word?
I don't
Like there's
even know what
no
that
need for that word.
it's my fishes and wildlife coming out
But you're
right
just
now.
you're trying to flex a water word
It's.
No,
I mean,
yeah.
you don't hear it enough. You gotta
because
use
it's
it.
unnecessary.
I mean, at least not in the groups that I hang out with do we say estuaries. I'll be honest.
It's
But
like,
hey, I'm happy to hear it.
yeah, I
Read it in
have-
the textbook like
Yeah.
thrice, and that's good enough for me. Like I don't
Oh,
need to
God.
use estuary daily.
Yeah, no,
love it.
it's like the word vernacular. It's like just say vocabulary.
Yeah, please, just to make it quicker, and I don't have to feel stupid. But yeah,
So are you-
it's right off the coast in a Hallmark town. It's very cute,
I
and
need to come visit.
yeah, the more the merrier. I have so much space. Like I have a futon, I have a couch, I have an air mattress. It's dumb. Yeah,
That
like yeah.
that's cute, but that just reminded me. I just got my couch in today finally.
You, wow, you did?
Yay.
Yeah. Well, okay. So
Whoa.
I think Amy and I have talked about this. I don't know if we've talked about it on the podcast or not, but long
Yes.
story short, I've had this futon since Andrew and I have been together. Flashback to the past, Isha.
I'm dead.
But it's behind me now. I brought it upstairs. I don't know if you've even seen my new apartment. This is my third apartment in Kalamazoo here. But I was finally like, okay, it's time. Like I want to get a couch, not just like this wimpy little futon. Like being an actual adult. I bought it Labor Day weekend. It just finally came in. It was supposed to come in last week. And I was like, last Monday or something, I get a call from the company like, hey, can we actually do the 21st instead of the 14th or whatever last Wednesday was? I was like, really? You're kidding. So it finally came in today, and oh my gosh, it was a beast to get up to the third floor.
Did you carry, did someone help you, or did you have like the delivery people? Do they do that?
$160 extra for delivery. I was like, fuck no. I will figure something out. So fortunately, my brother-in-law was able to drive up today with his dad's truck, and they loaded it into the truck, which was super nice. But it was just like, it wasn't like heavy, but it was heavy enough.
Yeah.
And of course, like it's a couch that's wrapped in plastic, and it was like 84 degrees today. So like, just up that first like 3 steps, we were just drenched in sweat and trying to like hold plastic with sweaty hands. Oh, it took us forever. And then the way that they built the front door to my apartment, like, is just like a little alcove. It's like there's a corner of where my washer and dryer is. So Caleb and I like trying to get this up and like twist it into the door. It was hell. Oh my gosh, it was hell. But we got it in, and it looks great.
Yeah, is it comfy?
It is. It's a little stiff because it's new still, of course.
Yeah.
But it's pretty comfy. It's technically a sectional, so it has like the L shape to it. And I also bought the matching ottoman because I have my mom coming down in late October, and then I have some friends coming up from Indy that we're heading to Mackinac. So I'm like, I need somewhere that they can sleep because this ain't it.
Yeah.
Wait, so where'd you get it from? Sorry, I just have
Um,
couch. Like I'm a couch whore. Like I love.
Oh, I
couches.
love furniture. You are good.
A couch horror. Oh god. It's the one by the mall, just north of the mall.
Of
not
course, the
like
mall.
the Kalamazoo Mall, but the Portage Mall. Kind of. No,
Is
you
it
don't.
it's like Bob's Furniture or whatever.
No. That's
Okay,
the one
okay,
by
okay.
Best Buy. That's
Okay.
further up Westnedge. It's the one, like literally
Oh,
just
I
next to
know
the
which
mall.
one you're talking about.
Value City Furniture, I think is the name.
Yes,
I've
they
seen
do have
commercials.
good. Yeah, they do have good. Whatchamacallit, couches.
Well, it was on sale for Labor Day weekend, and of course, I had to use my entire fucking paycheck for it, which was not fun trying to recuperate from that. But I'm living. I'm here.
At least that couch is an investment. So
Oh,
it's
it
worth
is.
it, How's your new job? Sorry, I need to know.
No, that's okay. Oh my gosh, it's a lot. I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of like moving parts to it. Of course, I thought I was gonna go get away from the vaccine, and
Nope, sorry.
no. I'm just going from one problem solving to a different problem solving. But no, my boss is great. The group that I came into, they're phenomenal. It's a lot of learning because you have a similar job, right? Like we're
Yeah.
pretty much the same thing.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
So
it's hilarious. But yeah.
you know that it can be a lot sometimes.
Yeah, but absolutely. Are you working remote? Are you in person?
So officially, we are still remote. I mean, our site's huge that you have to hit a certain number for a certain amount of time, yada yada, and we're still not there. So still masked, because my job is officially remote. Like everyone's remote, but about maybe once a week or so, twice a week, people will be on site. But because I was on site the entire time, I'm like, I don't want to leave site. Like, it's nice. Don't get me wrong. Like, I have a full home set up. I mean, this is how Amy and I record. And it's nice for editing and stuff. And it's nice to have 3 screens. And some days just like, I don't want to drive. So I'll just walk upstairs and start working. But I prefer to be on site. So because they can't really tell me to, oh, you can't be on site anymore. It's just whatever I want.
Yeah. I mean, hey, that's nice. Is it weird trying to make friends though?
I
Like,
don't have any.
okay. I mean, I understand.
It's that is an exaggeration. Don't get me wrong. I mean, that's it. Though on the flip side of that, that's why Amy and I really started this, because I'm like, I'm bored. I want to do something fun, and I want to see some of the folks that I can't easily just drive to anymore. So it like there's a few folks here that I do hang out with semi regularly, but I haven't seen them in God. Amy, when's the last time I've even posted something about like me going out or anything before this weekend?
I don't know, man.
I don't either. It's been a while.
Pay attention to your social media.
Yeah.
It's like, well, I have a life too.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, I think about it, Esha. It was like we were all hanging out, but then slowly people started leaving, and it's hard to make friends when you're an adult.
That's what I would. That's literally. It's
so hard.
Yeah. I mean, realistically, it for the most part comes down to like people you work with. Well, people on my team, they're not around my age, so unless they're on my team, it is hard. Excuse me. But funny enough, actually, I don't know if I talked about it last week or not, Amy, but one of my residents from MSU works there. And I get
really?
Yeah. So we had this like site celebration, where they brought in like food trucks and like,
Oh, cute.
do you remember it last year?
Yeah. I'm happy
okay.
they still do it.
Yeah. So I'm assuming it's an annual event because this is the second year in a row that they've done a site celebration like that. And I'm just sitting up in my office. Oh yeah, Esha, I have an office. I don't just have a desk anymore. I know.
We love office space here, okay? Our desk is a lifestyle. It's our identity in corporate America. Thank you.
But yeah, so I was just chilling at my desk, and this is before I had SAP access, so like I couldn't do shit. So
except throw parties in that office.
Well, I had like
with two people on site.
Yeah, I still have, but like I would do like an hour session with my boss, like, hey, I got this email and yada yada yada. Well, I already had that meeting, so I was just like, okay, I can respond to as much emails as I can, but otherwise, like I have to get into that one system. And so I'm not gonna lie, I mean, I hope no one listens to it from work, but I was watching YouTube because it's like there's not much else I can do.
Yeah.
And I get this Instagram message from one of my residents. I won't name drop him, but he's like, "Where are you?" I'm like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "The food trucks." I was like, "Oh shit, yeah, you work here, don't you?" But he works back in API, so he's like
cool.
Way over there. I can't remember which building. But yeah, he's not close. I was like, oh, well, we're going as a team and we're going like later. So I doubt you'll still be there. But like, come up to my office, come say hi. But I still haven't seen him. So
crazy.
It's not a lack of trying. It's just people are awful.
Well, there's that.
Yeah.
But yeah. We won't have to talk about shop talk anymore, so Amy doesn't have to be bored by the boring life of pharmaceutical sales.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine. I'm not that exciting anyhow.
Well, it sounds like you've had a long week and it's only Wednesday. What's been going on with you?
So, yeah, I went home this weekend and then I was just like dog sitting my parents' dog and Evie by myself, and then I've been in our apartment all by myself, and I hate being alone. It's just like so blah. Like I don't know what to do. And I hate it. And like I grew up with 3 siblings, so there was always somebody there. So when I'm left alone, I'm like, the fuck do I do? Like I literally don't know how to be alone. I don't like it. Like I'm fine. I'm fine, but I am also like not fine.
Yeah, I'm
It's a,
just
it's a
fine because I
transition.
have to be fine.
Yeah, like I
Right.
have to be, and it's fine. And like Evie's here, luckily, but like the dog's here, so there's somebody, but like it's not like she talks back. So
Yeah.
that's
Your
kind of
brother.
boring. No, I don't know. I just feel like this week is going so quick. Like I don't even know what's going on. Like I woke up this morning and thought it was Thursday, and I was like, oh my god, I didn't pack or anything because I'm leaving tomorrow night after school, and I'm missing school Friday. So I've been prepping for my sub all week. So had all that on my mind because I've been prepping
That's a
this week
lot.
and last week. It is a lot. It's very stressful, and like my kids are very attached. Like I know they'll live, and I know they'll be fine. But I'm like, will you be good though? Like, will you
Right.
not argue? Will you not like do all the stupid shit that you would do? Like if I stepped out of the room for 5 seconds. So it's like the teacher guilt of leaving is outrageous because I'm like, oh, this is totally worth it. It's not like I'm just taking a day off just for fun. Like if I don't
Right.
take this day off, I'll miss the wedding. So I gotta go. But just the prep that goes into it and just making sure my notes are perfectly detailed and that the kids know what's going on. The adult knows what's going on. Like they know the schedule. The kids know the schedule. They're very trustworthy, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't know if it's just the attitude.
Yeah, and I mean, coming from like the point of a sub, because I have subbed before, it really kind of makes or breaks the lesson plan that the teacher leaves. Like, if especially I've only subbed like 2 or 3 times. If you haven't done it before and they don't leave like detailed notes or anything,
Yeah.
you're just like, what what do I do?
Yeah.
Recess
And
kids. Okay, go. Toodaloo.
Exactly.
See you later. Goodbye.
Yeah. And like we have to have like these sub binders in case like I get COVID, I'm out for a week, that they have like resource things that like my seating chart, all important information is in there. And I put that together like last month, but like around the beginning of school, once I knew my kids better, knew our routines better. And so I've been working on that and that's been done. But just once I finally figured out like, how am I going to get my kids to do the work? Like we've been low on paper and I don't want to just print a bunch of papers to come back and then have to like grade them all and look at them all. So I did set up, we do this thing, it's called a Pear Deck. So it's like a Google slideshow. It's an add-on to Google. So we can add on text boxes and like multiple choice questions and kids can draw on the screens
Well, that's
to
fun.
interact with the slideshow. So I set up one that'll just go all day long that they can work on at their own pace, but they have to like stop at each subject and just like stop and be done. So
That'll
I'm
be
hoping
fun.
that
It'll be-
works.
I wish
It'll
I
be, like,
had that.
interactive. Yeah.
Yeah.
They complain, but they like it too. Because I'm like, otherwise you're just sitting watching me teach off a Google slide. Like it's not so much fun.
Yeah.
And they don't have to raise their hand and answer. Like I see everyone's answers. I pull it up, and then we can like export their answers into like a spreadsheet too to like look at.
That's
One of-
hilarious that you say that because we literally use that same feature at work today.
Really?
You did?
Training. Yeah. So it's hilarious that we just use the same features for everything. Like
It's
for
phenomenal.
life. Yeah.
It's great,
so
honestly.
fantastic. Yeah.
I like it a
Obviously, it
lot.
works for like educational purposes. It doesn't matter if you're 7 or 27.
Mm-hmm.
Literally. Or 47 because I work with a whole bunch of old people.
Yeah, fair. That's same.
You
Same
know?
now. Same now, though.
Right? No, it's great.
Oh
Yeah.
God.
Other than that, I don't know. It just feels busy. Like I'm driving again, and then we're going to the wedding Friday. We're going to Michigan State football game Saturday.
That's
Something
right.
fun.
Is your brother? Did he stay the entire week to watch Ryder or no?
Yeah, he's
Okay.
there now. So I think Saturday after the game, we're going there. I think. I don't know.
I didn't realize your brother went to MSU too.
Of course he did. That was his lifelong dream. Like if he didn't he didn't apply to any other colleges.
Oh God.
That was his lifelong dream. That's how he ended up at Washtenaw Community College for a year. But that's a different story.
That's hilarious.
But yeah, that was the only place he wanted to go his entire life.
Yeah, so background, Esha. This last weekend was Eric's bachelor party, which
I heard on the podcast.
okay, good.
Did my research.
Heck
Yes,
yeah, that one
but-
came out today. Good job.
Exactly.
Oh
tell me
wow,
proud.
it did.
I haven't even
Yeah.
listened to it yet. After we record, I'm like, once I listen to him, I'm like, oh, we did say that. That's cool.
I will say we have some decent friends and we have some fake fans as friends, because only a handful of them are like, oh no, I actually listen, or I think I heard that on the podcast. I'm like, wow, you don't even know. But yeah, Huss was just rattling things off. I'm like, see, look at that.
Huss is our
true
top
fan right there.
Huss is a top fan for sure.
As
Yeah.
he should.
Oh yeah.
Wait, so the bachelor party was good?
Yeah, it was amazing. I really think Eric had a blast.
Oh,
he
yeah, he
seemed
did.
to be having a blast. It wasn't even for me, and I had a blast. So it was a good weekend, and I finally met some of the folks like I knew of, or I've met like once or twice. But
They're all
I think that was
great.
I think that was the first time I met your brother.
Probably.
And of course your brother-in-law too. That was definitely the first time or no, maybe I met him at your. He wasn't there either, or
He was at the party.
Okay, then
He was there at an engagement party.
I don't remember meeting him, but
Yeah, that's fine. Parker was wasted.
As you should at
Yeah.
a bachelor party.
I may or may not have thrown up the first night.
Oh my Lanta. Okay, that was
Oh,
fast.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah, it was rough the next morning. I'll put it that way. I mean, it wasn't terrible. I really do think it was because I didn't eat a lot Friday,
That would
and
do
then I went into like just drinking. So, having a nice dinner sandwich at the brewery we went to, which literally it was like a mile or two down the road. It was so close. AJ did a phenomenal job at like choosing everything. And
I know. He was so sweet. He kept texting me like your guys' quiz, Eric quiz. Like I got to help with that. I sent him the pictures.
Oh yeah, I have a bone
How did
to
you
pick with
do?
you on a couple of those.
Okay,
some
what
of
is
them
it?
I was right. That was the night I got pretty like wasted. So
thought
like
so.
I wasn't doing too hot in general. But I will say there was two of them. I don't know if Eric was just like gone, but there was two of them that were contested. That Eric said one thing and the answer you got was a different thing. I was like,
Answer
ooh.
I got. I didn't give answers.
AJ
AJ
said
made it up.
yeah, he had questions, but then you gave the answers for the answers. Because of course you can't ask Eric because Eric.
Oh, okay. So what are the questions? What is the problem?
That's been almost a week. One of them was when did you two first meet?
Where or when?
When/where. And I knew because we talked about it on the podcast. It was like a two-parter where it's like, well, is it where did they like officially meet or where did they first meet? Because those are technically two different answers.
What are you talking about?
When
What do
you
you
and
think?
Eric met, the first time you actually met, he was like 3 sheets to the wind drunk. I can't remember specifically. It was at Luha's, I believe. But where you actually like met, as in like kind of were set up, was Crunchies.
No. He saw me at Luha's from like across the room and told his friend he was interested. I never talked to him that night. We met at Harper's.
Harper's.
I mean, it is MSU. You can get all of your bars confused.
That's true.
Our first date was at Crunchies.
Then yeah, maybe it was that. But regardless, that was kind of the whole thing. There was a lot of contestant, and one of them, Eric, straight up said this, but the answer that you gave AJ was not that. I can't remember what the specific
then he
question
may
was, but
not
I was just like,
understand.
oh.
Well, let me read them again, but I read them all and I was like, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, well, again,
My pop socket at the dog.
Eric was pretty gone that night too, so I don't know
Oh,
if he
I know.
was in the right mind. But yeah, all in all, it was really good. AJ did a phenomenal job.
Leave it, please. Sorry.
Yeah, I think
Evie?
hope at least Eric had a fun job.
Oh,
Fun
yeah,
job,
he did.
Fun time.
I haven't seen him, but
We rented a Verbo over in Saugatuck.
Cute.
So yeah, it was Friday we did a theme night and dinner at the brewery. Saturday we rented a boat. We were out there for 4 or 5 hours or something like that. And then afterwards, I think we just like hung out and chilled. And then Sunday we went foot golfing, which is, do you know what that is? Because I didn't before this
No,
weekend.
Not even slightly.
So it's golf, but with a soccer ball.
Interesting. How did that work out?
Awful. I was
I
in
heard everyone
last
was trash.
place. Yeah, I have the scores. Do you want to hear the scores?
Oh, sure, but I heard everybody was real bad.
Oh, it was terrible. They also had human size. What's that old game with the like? There's two people and it's the stick with the little
Foosball.
guys. Foosball. Thank you. Human size foosball, and that was amazing. I was kicking sand into Huss's face, and it felt terrible.
I'm sure he's fine.
I was 39 strokes over par.
Oh
my
no.
Lanta.
Yeah, I was terrible. One of them was like par 4. I had 11, which is awful.
Oh no.
And then we lost AJ's keys as we were leaving. So
Shut up.
yeah, we spent another like half hour literally searching for them because we did the 9 holes and then we did foosball for a while. And he went to go grab his stuff and is like, "Where's my key fob?" And of course, all he has is just the fob. He doesn't have like a whole key set or like a lanyard or something. Just a singular key fob. It's like
my dad has that, and it's infuriating. I'm like,
that gives me anxiety. You can lose that in a heartbeat.
Oh, we were giving him so much shit because it's like,
my Lanta.
I think Matt. Have you met Matt?
yes,
One
I
of his.
Matt.
Okay, I don't know who you've met, who you've not.
I know them all.
Fair enough. Well, I didn't, but I'm not the one marrying him. But he's
there's that.
Matt goes, "If only you had like a lanyard or something on it that we could see a lot easier." I was like,
What a great idea, Matt.
Yeah.
No one ever thought of that.
But we found it and we lived. So
well, that's good.
Here we are. Yeah, it was a good weekend.
Fabulous weekend.
Yeah.
I know, and I was sitting home alone.
I know.
In my parents' house, no less. Not even my apartment. Like, I was at my parents' house with their 2 dogs, with like my dog and their dog, all alone, and like, it sucked. I was just sitting there. I'm like, well,
I know.
If it makes you feel any better, I too was all alone this weekend.
Thank you.
Know
Thank you.
Yeah, how's the like transition? How long have you been over in Connecticut now? It's been a few months, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been since June, I think. Yeah, I moved in June, and so I've been chilling in Connecticut since then. It's just hilarious because I went from, at least when I get bored in when I was in Kalamazoo, I just drive over to my parents' place because it was like an hour and some minutes away, right? So easy peasy.
Yeah.
Versus now, if I'm like bored, I'm like, well, I'm bored with myself today. So what am I gonna do? I'm either gonna watch Netflix, read another book, or go to bed. Like, it's literally, and I'm also very poor because living on, I don't know if anyone tells you, in New England, everything is 12 times more expensive. So like water is not $1, it is $12. So
what?
Oh no.
Okay,
For
that was
a
an
bottle?
exaggeration. Okay, it was an exaggeration. But everything
still.
is just hella expensive. So
That's not good.
so like you're like, I don't want to go out because out there is where I can spend money. So you're just like, well, what do I do? So to keep myself entertained, I spend a lot of time alone. But the good thing is I love spending time alone, but there are moments where I'm just like, dang, if only someone could just be here to literally watch television with me, I would be 12, 10. Because again, finding friends in your 20s when you work with only people that are not in your 20s and have like husbands and children, no one, you know?
That is true, but I will say that my coworkers, so I'm a teacher, and most of my coworkers are like 30s, 40s. Like, there are a few 20-somethings, but for the most part, they're like older. A lot of them have kids in high school. I was out to eat with them a few weeks ago, and one of them was like, "Oh my God, I could be your mom." I'm like, "Yeah, but you're still hanging out." And they threw us a bachelorette party. Like, we went on a pedal bar downtown. Like, it was so much freaking fun. Like, it was a great time. And I was like, you know what? Because every Thursday they go out to this restaurant, like a bunch of them. And it rotates like who, but the same lady is there. And last year she asked me to go like 8 times. And I was just like, it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. Like, I don't know anybody. I'm an introvert, so it's not like I'm going to sit there and be like chatting it up. And one week I just decided, I was like, you know what? Screw that. Like, I'll just go. And now, like, that was in the spring, I want to say. And by this fall, like, they're they're throwing me a party. They're like, oh, if you have people that say no to your wedding, like, let me know. I will drive up, like, all that stuff. So, like, even though they are older at some points, you just got to be like, okay, yeah, sure. Like, let's do something or put yourself out there. But it's hard. I'm such a, like, introverted person in that kind of setting where I'm like, I got to warm up to people quite some time first.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Do you still hang out with Allie at all, Esha? Or no?
Yeah, I do. It's hilarious because we work in the same group, just different like teams. So like we kind of like work around each other, and it's fabulous. But we just always happen to be on parallel schedules. Like I'm either in Michigan one week, and I've visited Michigan a couple times. Yeah.
Like my site?
Not like Kalamazoo. Like I haven't gone to Kalamazoo.
Okay. I was going to say, if you're at my site and you don't tell me, how dare you?
Well, I'm coming in October if you want to hang out.
Absolutely. Tell me, hit me up. I would love to see you.
Yeah, so like, but yeah, the whole point of the saga is like we just keep missing each other. She goes traveling and then I go traveling and then we just keep missing each other. So we don't actually like spend a ton of time together actually. And again, we are old people basically because now I'm not 24 apparently or 23. I'm like 53 because I like go to bed at 8 p.m. So like if I don't get it in my schedule from the time of 6 p.m. to 8 p.m., it's not happening. Like that's that. And then Friday I'm in bed by 10 p.m. So like you need to fit in my schedule. Like I simply cannot. But in conclusion, we don't hang out a ton, but we hang out a ton, if that makes any sense. Like we like
I know
see each
exactly
other
what
at
you
work.
mean.
Yeah, we see each other at work, and then that's pretty much it. And hopefully eventually we see each other more often in the fall when plans start.
Awesome.
Just all you do is just hibernate.
Now, I've never been to New England. Do they have a good, like, I know they have a good fall season for like colors and trees and stuff, but do they have like the pumpkin patches and all that fun stuff that we have here?
Oh, absolutely. I'm so excited. That's quite literally my thing for fall. We are going to do all the festive shit, like all of it. Like give me Hallmark, like give me pumpkin spice, give me it all. Like that's me and Allie are planning on going on a trip to New York, I think, and just do that. Like there's like a fall festival, a coffee festival, I don't even know, whatever. But it's like a whole thing. It's going to be so much fun, I think. So it'll be great. Yeah.
Well, that sounds amazing. Yeah. I hope you have fun.
Yeah, it'll be great.
I think this is a good time to wrap up because I see we are getting at our time frame. I have started doing a fun thing, Esha, to wrap up. I think it's fun. Amy hates it, but that's okay. It's not like she's co-host or anything. But I like to do dad jokes or knock jokes or something.
That tracks.
So on this week's Dad Joke Corner, how do you follow Will Smith in the snow?
Hitting him.
You follow the Fresh Prince.
Okay, there it is. I hate that. Oh my Lanta.
No, with the
at least the audio works. I like it.
That's true. It's not some awkward like.
Yeah. I found a whole list and I put them in our like little spreadsheet that we made for planning. Yeah. Well, Esha, thank you so much for joining us this week.
Thanks for having us. Or me.
Yes, I'm so glad to be able to catch up with you a little bit. And yes, please let me know when you're here back in Michigan. I would love to see you. And hey, if Allie's here too, you both are ever here at the same time, let me know. But if you guys liked hearing our podcast this week or any other weeks, it really does help us if you give us a like, follow, subscribe, rate, all the fun stuff. If you haven't already, check out our YouTube channel. That is, Amy, help me out here. I'm drawing a blank.
Oh, we've talked about that?
Oh, it's just name? Okay, that would make sense.
I don't know.
Yeah, so give us a like, give us a review, follow us on Instagram, follow us on YouTube, or I should say subscribe to us on YouTube. But that is us on meeting Esha and just kind of catching up with this weekend and everything that's been going on in life. So hope to see you guys next week. Peace out.
Bye.
Toodles.